r/ask Reddit. What have you done for over 10,000 hours but still suck at? Speaking. I stutter all the time. I don't stutter, but at random moments, my speech just comes out as gibberish for some reason. I actually had that problem pre-diagnosis for severe anxiety. My trouble was that my mind was racing and my mouth couldn't keep up. I would have a new thought mid-word. It was extremely frustrating. Once I was able to get my anxiety under some control, I found my mind slowed down as well. I definitely have anxiety, and one thing I've always noticed is that there are certain words that I think I'll mess up trying to say, and once I have that thought in my mind I physically won't be able to say them without screwing them up. For example, the word deductible. I can sit here right now and say it fine, but trying to say it in front of other people in a sentence and I stutter the shit out of it. Sleep. Must agree. Argue. It's my job. I hate arguing. What do you do? I'm a litigator in disputes. Handwriting. My math teacher recently mistook a 7 for an 8. My math teacher recently mistook a 7 for an 18. Talking without messing up at least once in a sentence. This is me anytime I try to share a joke I like. Yep, it's like anywhere else I can talk normally, but the second I try to be funny or do spur of the moment stuff I turn into a toddler. Dressing appropriately for the weather outside. It's not that difficult. Rainbows, basketball shorts and a hoodie. Works year round. If it's rainy, just run to your car faster. If it's snowing, just walk slower so you don't slip. As someone in Houston TX, this year-round hoodie comment is making me sweat just by reading it. Education. I went through about 20 years of education and I still suck at learning anything. School doesn't teach you how to learn. They just teach. I learned how to learn in college by chance because this one teacher cared to help us find our learning styles and how to use that knowledge to learn. Studying. I have 3 degrees, but within 5 minutes of studying my brain still revolts and decides Netflix would be a much better plan. Can relate. Not on the number of degrees. Just about the revolting brain. Breathing. I can do it fine for weeks on end and then somehow I randomly seem to choke a bit while doing nothing out of the ordinary. Just sitting at work and thinking. Or something as daft as that. Just a small choky episode of course, and I find it quite funny to think that I cannot do breathing flawlessly. Goddammit, it, now I'm manually breathing. Probably a good thing. Manually slowing down your breath is shown to improve cognition, extend lifespan and all sorts of benefits. It's basically just meditation, but I try and do it multiple times throughout the day. CSGO. Game is hard, guys. I ducking despise CSGO. Gonna go queue up for a match. Life. Beat me to it. I went to theater school and did compulsory free dance classes for 1.5 hours every morning, plus other compulsory and elective short courses in jazz dance, ballet, tap, kabuki and no movement, 20s dance crazes, Latin dance styles, ballroom, and other stuff. About 2,000 hours over 3 years. I still can not dance. I don't mean not well. I mean not in the slightest. Not well, he's not very good, but he must have trained a bit. Literally not one step. It's as if I had never taken a single lesson in my life. In fact, it's worse than if I'd never done a lesson, because I'm now so ducking self-aware of my body and limbs if I try to dance that I can no longer let myself go and enjoy jumping about at parties or anything. Not even when drunk. Not even on my own. I judge myself and find myself wanting. It ducking sucks. I think you somehow have looped back around to impressive. I have literally no idea how you can't dance at all. See, I need glasses. The clear visioned are keeping us down by making us pay to see the world, as if it's a privilege and not a right. You are absolutely right. It's insane how much prescription lenses cost. Gaming. Being a gamer doesn't mean being a good one. One of my co-workers knows I'm a gamer and we've talked about video games several times. One time he asked me what my Twitch name was so he could watch my streams. I told him that I'm not nearly good enough at the games or entertaining enough as a commentator to stream my games. Not every gamer is a streamer. Also, I just don't understand the people that watch gaming streams, especially small accounts. Who the duck has so much free time that they can spend hours watching Dave from Accounting play The Sims? I kinda get why people watch the more popular channels. Because the host is either extremely good at the game, or is entertaining, or both. It's not my cup of tea. But I can get why other people might like it. I don't understand is the 14 people watching Dave stream The Sims on Thursday nights. Having friends. Let's be friends then. Swimming. I'm on my high school swim team and have been swimming for years and my times are still terrible. I practice 2 hours every Monday Friday. I do however have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome which makes my joints super loose and unstable. So that's what I think makes me slower than my peers. Urark. I have a couple of friends with EDS, and it is extraordinary how much it affects them. What you're doing is pretty impressive. Guitar. Exceedingly mediocre is how I put it. I never practiced fundamentals and wonder why I stagnated. Cook the right amount of pasta. Brushing my teeth. If I ever manage not to get toothpaste everywhere, it'll be a day of celebrations. I had a friend years ago who brushed his teeth by leaning over the sink and looking straight down, mouth agape the entire time. It was the most disgusting thing I think I've ever witnessed. He looked like a rabid dog that just took a porn-sized cum shot straight to the kisser. The toothpaste basically formed a goatee around his mouth all while pouring out of it like a foamy waterfall. A truly disturbing sight. Childcare. Was ready to punch my 2.5-year-old today cause he kept pulling the top off his drink and slashing water everywhere. My 2.5-year-old decided today to throw a tantrum because her milk cup was sitting on the table, rolling around on the floor shouting tantrum. She can reach the table, and she is the one who decided to put the milk there in the first place. I was not impressed. My then 2-year-old kept doing things like this till one day I said, "Oh, here's your problem. Somebody turned your nose to sad. I'll turn it to happy." I tweaked her nose and she just stopped. Soon she was coming to me asking me to turn her nose to happy. Not advocating gaslighting your kid, but for me, it worked. Remembering stuff. Every time I go to places or tell myself that I need to remember something only to be forget. I walk into a room just to be like snap. Why did I come here? Only to go back and remember later. I think programming. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.